Before I first start this episode, I almost forgot that I was supposed to cut this item last episode, but hey, I'm gonna cut it in this episode instead. And this item is a calcium, boosts special attack, obviously, and I want to give that to Blissey first thing first, because Blissey needs this stuff. Like, badly. Cool. Alright, on with the episode. Hello everybody, this is LudiCole15, welcome back to another part of Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. Last time we finished the rest of the trainer gauntlets from routes 13 and 12 by completing routes 13 and 12. And also going over the swarm encounter in route 12, yeah. And we also made it to Lavender Town, where we heard that we're supposed to go to the power plant to figure out what the real issue is. And that's when we're going to start our old quest at the power plant. And before we get there, we have to go through this route here, and I do not have a strength user with me, do I? Wait. Godzilla just evolved last episode. I'm pretty sure, please. I have to have a strength user right now. Good. You can learn strengths now. Godzilla could not learn it before, now it can. So long, Thrash. I'll keep strength for now. I have better reasons to keep Thrash, but really I don't really want to keep it. I'll just keep strengths now. So now you're going to be my temporary strength user. You'll be temporary. You'll see why eventually. But not for a while anyway. First time, let's get this item. TM69 Rock Polish. Basically a move that sharply increases your speed. It's basically agility for rock types for the most part. Most rock types can learn it. It is a solid move on Godzilla actually. Like, it isn't a bad move to give Godzilla. And, yep, you're blocking my way, of course. What do you got? You really love Pokemon, don't you? I love Pokemon, too. So in this episode, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I plan to, at the very least, make it to the power plant, but this might either be a long episode or a short episode. I have no idea how long this episode will be. I honestly just don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna plan to do. I'm gonna get through these first couple routes, Route 10 and Rock Tunnel, because that's where we're going today. We're going Rock Tunnel, but there aren't any trainers there, believe it or not. Like, I don't know if I'll explore the next route or maybe not, I have no idea, depending on how much time I have left. And also a nice critical hit. Thank goodness. Acrobatics has been doing well. And I think they got a chance to flinch anybody with the King's Rock. Looks like this means it's my loss. Yeah. Get used to losing, pal. Now that you're done, we're gonna go this way. So we can navigate through this route. This route, there really isn't much to do. There's hitting at him, right? There's hitting at him somewhere. Nope, we just have this trainer here. Talk to me. Ha ha ha! Yeah, ha ha ha. Yeah, sure, pal. Gym! Oh, I don't really have anything to say with you about Gym, to be honest. And Machamp! I'm pretty sure this thing's got a scary face. I mean, no. Yeah, it has scary face, I know that, but like, doesn't it have, yeah, it has no guard. Crud! Thank goodness it doesn't have Stone Edge. That would have been scary. Stone Edge on Machamp is just mandatory because it doesn't miss with no guard, and that means your opponent doesn't miss either, but hey, you get a free kill, you get free damage with Stone Edge that you can't miss. I love Machamp no guard, but at the same time, I can't trade, and this is Generation 4 when no guard existed. So it looks like I'll never get a chance to use it. I could always go with Machoke, but like, I don't know, I just don't like Pokemon. Like, I like, whenever I use an evolutionary Pokemon, I always like to fully evolve it, even without the Eviolite. Even when Eviolite becomes an item later on, yeah. So, as you've noticed, it is dark. I decided to bring Togepi because I realized I need Flash in order to navigate through this place. Without Flash, basically, I'm going to be stuck here for decades. And for the first time in a while, I'm going to use a Repel. I haven't used these in a while, so I better use it now. Basically, we're going on another item hunting spree. Looks like. And I don't want to get too far ahead, so I'm not going to go down these stairs yet. There's probably hidden item somewhere here. First off, let's get this item here. Elixir. Not going to need this and much off anymore after what happened with Lance. Let's just get these items. There it is. An X Defend. Oh yeah, I forgot these items exist. I don't really use these items, but I know they're helpful in speedruns whenever you want to like get through a battle pass. TM56 Fling. I forget what this does, but like, you fling your item to your opponent and it does damage based on how heavy the item is, I want to say. Oh, it depends on the item. So if you have like an iron ball, use the fling, and then yeah, it'll do a lot of damage. That's what it's mostly best to use. But at the same time, you're not going to be using a lot of items like that. I don't know, I kind of don't seem to recommend it much. Just my opinion. But of course, your playthrough, you do what you want. And there's a hidden item on these rocks? Nope, there isn't, surprisingly. Gotta cast up another repel. I see casting up, but like, come on, it just sounds hilarious. Just saying cast up repel. So we have all these rock climbing stuff we can't deal with, so we'll be back here once again. Eventually, once we get rock climb, you'll probably figure out when. And this looks like another exit, so I don't want to go this way yet. At the same time, we can't do anything here, so I guess we'll have to go that way anyway. Anything else here? Oh, in case you're wondering, the time I'm recording this, it is Thursday afternoon. I'm typically basically recording afternoons for the most part, as you guys are noticing. I rarely record night and morning now. Morning, I can't seem to get up anymore. And nighttime, I don't get any time to record nighttime for the most part. And you're not an X accuracy. Yeah, sure, I totally want that. And before I go, any more items, because I could easily miss one here. Same time, I'll be back here eventually. In order to navigate this place, we gotta go down these stairs. And then go down these stairs of learning. Yeah, that's an item. That's fine, we'll pick it up. A revive. Cool. Except by Pokemon centers. It looks like I will have enough time to do the next route. Because really, we're not going to be doing a lot in this place in particular. And we do get this item. A PP up. Always good to take, and maybe I'll use them at the end of the game. I should use them just in case for Stone Edge, because I only get 5 PP with Stone Edge. But at the same time, I'm not going to be using... And at the same time, I don't think I'm going to be using it 5 times in a battle unless I keep missing. And it can happen. I like Stone Edge, despite the fact it has low accuracy, or it could be known as Stone Miss. There's an item. We gotta rock smash these things. That's why I brought my rock smashes to Togepi as well. Oh, give me the heart scale. Max Ether. Okay, sure. I was looking for a heart scale. I don't know, I just like having heart scales. I'm pretty sure I have another one. And I know you can obtain more. Heart scale. Another Max Ether. Or maybe you can't obtain her. I don't know. There's an item here. A Max Potion. You know, I'll actually take those because... in the Elite Four, I'm going to be using Soft Boil a lot so I can heal my team without having to use a lot of items, so that's going to be helpful. I think we're already at the exit, actually. Yep, that was easy. Rock Tunnel is basically an empty place, if anything. And now we're done with that place. I think I'm going to get my Mary now. And once we get out here, we're gonna basically go to the power plant. I have a couple Pokemon to go over that we can't go over. Oh, I forgot to do something actually. Let me quickly go back to Rock Tunnel because I need to go over the Ho and Sinnoh Sound Pokemon in caves. Jeez, I almost forgot. And Rock Tunnel is a place where you can find Kangaskhan, Cubo, Marowak without Safari Zone. Normally this would be the point of the game where you can finally obtain those guys. But Safari Zone, so we don't have to deal with that. As you see Marowak over there. But anyways, with the Hoenn and Sinnoh Sound Pokemon, since it's Thursday I can catch something, but like I really don't want to do it. Through Hoenn Sound, the 2 Pokemon you can find in caves, first up being Makuhita. Makuhita is a very standard fighting type that has, well, it's a bit different in which it has a ton of HP and a ton of attack, but pretty poor stats everywhere else. Seriously, this thing is really good offensively and really has tons of HP. But its defenses are really weak. Its move pool is, compared to other fighting types, it's got like a less stellar move pool, in my opinion. And its abilities, well, Guts is definitely the better ability to have, but like, they don't stick out much in battle other than that. Like, Guts is alright, but if otherwise, you're not really going to be sticking out much with this Pokemon. And Bullet Punch is an egg move for this thing, so yeah, good luck trying to outspeed ice types, I guess. I have no idea what this is to say. It learns, well, of course, like other fighting types. Well, it doesn't fake out, which is nice. And it also gets a belly drum, which not many Pokemon can learn, and that's probably like the main thing that differs from other fighting types. But it's slow and can't really take much hits, so it might be a less good user of belly drum if anything. And then it's close combat, like around level 50 something, so that's always good. And in case you're wondering, other than that, you've got Poison Jab, some Rock moves, and an Earthquake for best offensive moves for this guy. Really, I can't say much else about Makuhita other than it's just an ordinary fighting type, and you're probably better off with Chop family if anything. Well, if you can't trade, you could do worse, but the fact that you can obtain this in the game makes it pretty hard to use, really. Just get it for your Pokedex, or if not, maybe you might want to use it, though I don't know, it's alright. Now for Absol, the next new encounter. Many Pokemon have benefited from the physical special split, but I feel like Absol has benefited the most. Why is that? Dark type was special, now most of its level moves are now physical, like it should be. Swords Dance through level up, and Night Slash, Psycho Cut, Sucker Punch as well. Well, Sucker Punch level 40 something, and then Night Slash level 52, I want to say, and then Psycho Cut until like level 60 something. Its level of moves, while really good, are not accessible to you for a long time. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with Quick Attack and Bite for quite a while. So what I may suggest is giving it... I suggest giving it Shadow Claw, so you can grind for it more often at the Goldenrod department store. And really, it's just a solid Shadow Claw user just because it has Super Luck, and Shadow Claw already has a high critical hit ratio. And if you, for some reason, want to go the special route, you can always teach a Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball, but at the same time, you're better off with those physical moves. And otherwise, X-Scissor is not attainable to you until Battle Frontier only, so good luck getting that. And Rock Slide is solid bug coverage, so that's good. Really, it's a really good Pokemon. Swords Dance and was of good moves all alone are worthy of getting one. And Super Look is a really good ability that makes it better than Murkrow, since you can't really evolve it until the end of the game. But I do have a couple downsides with it. At speed, it's quite low, and, well, it's quite frail as well. It's usable, it's just, I wish it was more accessible to you early on. Well, then again, what'd you expect? I don't know, it's just... On Platinum, you can get Tina before Elite 4, which is nice, but, like, I don't know what I'm saying. It's just, it's solid Pokemon. I just wish you could obtain it. I just wish, like... It had its other moves early on instead of just late levels. But it's workable, at least. And now for the Sinnoh Sound Pokemon, you've got... Bronzor is one of the first two you can find. Bronzor is a great Pokemon, to say the least. Its typing alone is worthy of a team slot since it's a tanky Pokemon. It's got a great type defensively, though its offensive stats are rather poor as a Bronzor, and its speed is quite abysmal, to be honest. But what's very unique about Bronzor is that its typing has only two weaknesses in this generation, being fire and ground. And its abilities gets rid of one of those weaknesses based on which one you get. Heat Proof halves the damage of fire type moves, while Levitate gives you a full immunity to ground type. Both of those two types being with weaknesses, you can basically choose what weaknesses it has. Personally, I go with Levitate because when you get it evolved into Bronzong, you can teach a Rain Dance and then get rid of its fire weakness so it can effectively have no weakness, which is nice. So that's cool. And it also learns Rain Dance because of its Pokédex entry saying that it brings rain to crops or something like that. And through level up, well, it doesn't really do well offensively, but it does have at least something going for it. It's a solid Gyro Ball uses it since it's quite slow. Reflect and Light Screen are pretty good on this Pokemon. Earthquake through TM, some rock moves. Zen Headbutt is a move tuner move that you're not getting, unfortunately, so you're stuck with Psychic if you want to do good offensive Psychic moves. And I'm pretty sure also learns Calm Mind naturally. I don't know about that. But really, if you're looking for a tank, this is a really good option. If you didn't like Fortress for some reason, this is definitely another good option for a tank. And then that last new encounter is Chingling, which is honestly an empty Pokeball. Chingling is a very low-level, very below-average Psychic type that really just doesn't do well. It takes Max Happiness to evolve at nighttime, and nighttime in order to evolve into Chimecho. And Chimecho is such a very generic Psychic type. Well, it's just mediocre stats. Levitate's a good ability, but I just went over Bronzor as a levitating Pokemon, and it is way better than this thing. And quite frankly, it doesn't even learn Psychic to level up. In fact, the best move you're going to do is Future Sight, if I'm correct.
Quite frankly, this is just a levitating psychic type that has little to no reason to be used, honestly. Its move pool is rather weak, outclassed by basically any psychic type. Look elsewhere. Seriously, this Pokemon just doesn't do well. It's a shame too, like, I wish this thing was Steel Psychic type, then again I just went over Bronzor, and that's a way better option. Alright. Yeah, this thing is very bad. I can't recommend it at all. So with those bios done, let's go see how much time it's been. I already wasted like how many minutes? Almost 20 minutes, so my plan is to do at least half of Route 9, or if not, go over the next new encounters. Anyways, here we are, Route 9. There aren't any new encounters here, if I'm correct. Oh no, there are new encounters. What am I thinking? There are new encounters I can go over in Route 9. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. But before we go over the new encounters, I need to go back to Route 10 to see the power plant. Let's surf our way down and we'll see what we can do. Oh, man. Route 10, and the power plant. So the power plant is actually back in the game. Gold and Silver, well, no. It's back, but like, the Fire and Leaf Green game, in the Generation 1 games, or Fire and Leaf Green, power plant was basically its own little dungeon you could catch Zapdos. Now it's basically a place where it's mandatory in order to get electricity in Kanto, apparently. And before I go in here, I'm going to go over the new encounter here, because there is one. I suggest catching this Pokemon at daytime, because not only can you get it at high levels 18, but it's more easier to counter. But the new encounter is Electabuzz. I have a bit of a tough time saying what to say about this guy. On the one side, it's got good stats as an Electabuzz, has a pretty workable... Oh my goodness, before I go over it, Ralph wants to call me, and better be a rematch. Nope. It's the same freaking call. I get it. You don't like your kids. You like your tentacle more. Alright. Not Electabuzz. Electabuzz is a rather weird Pokemon for me to say the least. I've been having a bit of a tough time to say what to say about this guy. Electabuzz has pretty good tools to work with, but has a hard time accessing its really good moves. Why is that? Well, to level up, it learns Light Screen, and then it doesn't take a while for it to learn Thunder Punch, and then it learns Discharge eventually, and then thankfully, unlike most electric types I've gone over, this thing does learn Thunderbolt to level up. So if you don't want to grind for it, then there you go. I suggest also getting Thunder Punch, because when it's evolved, it becomes a physical attacker. And oh boy, as Electabuzz, it might not be able to stick out much in battle, but at least it's a workable electric type, having good coverage moves from time to time, like Psychic through TM. But when it evolves into Electivire, the Electivire is very known for having great offensive moves and great type coverage. The elemental punches will fire punch through Heart Scale. Ice punch is a move tutor or breeding move that you're going to need to access. Same with Cross Chop, being an egg move, unfortunately. But you always got Focus Punch, and then otherwise, Psychic, Flamethrower, Earthquake, really good moves through TM. Like seriously, this thing defines type coverage, and it's the name of the game for this Pokemon. Oh, as the things weren't even great enough. Motor Drive basically just negates its biggest downside, being its speed being dropped by 10 when it's fully evolved. And when it's hit by Electric move, increase my speed by 1 stage. It is a really good ability on Electivire, and quite frankly, Electivire is really good in this game in Generation 4 just because of its great type coverage, great offensive capability. Just a great Pokemon in general, but like every other Sinnoh evolution, you're not obtaining the item to evolve until like after the Ace Gym Leader, and Electabuzz won't be able to stick much on battle, and also you can only obtain it this late in the game. Ampharos and Jolteon might be a bit better electric types in this game, but quite frankly, if you really are patient and you can trade, you will not be disappointed by Electivire. Like, not at all. Great type coverage, and that's the name of the game for Electivire. Alright, with that done, let's actually go to the power plant. Let's see what's up here. So what's the big issue, you ask? Well, first let's talk to this cop here. A thief broke into the power plant. What is the world coming to? A thief, huh? Well, this is actually pretty interesting to talk about soon. First, talk to these guys.
This power plant has been abandoned in the past. We got it back up and ready to provide it for the magnet train.
So yeah, power plant basically was an abandoned place that could catch Zapdos. Now it's an actual place everybody uses for electricity for Kanto.
The magnet train consumes a lot of electricity. It can't move if the new generator isn't operating.
The power plant's manager is up ahead, but since someone wrecked the generator, he's been both sad and at times furious. Sometimes he would burst out laughing out of depression. We've had to go through so much.
I collect Pokemon. Do you have like Dugtrio? Want to trade for a Magneton?
No, I've gone over Magneton, and Dugtrio we're not catching, and really, Magneton's a cool Pokemon, but obviously you can't take the evolution.
Someone made off with the part that's essential for the generator. Without it, the new generator is useless.
So let's go see what the big issue is. Talking to this guy, we'll figure out what the big problem is, and that is... I'm ready to blast something. Who would dare steal a part from the generator? I spent so much time fixing it. If I catch him, he's going to see what I could do with my charge beam. In Gold Silver Crystal, he says something about, I'll give him a taste of my Zap Cannon if I'm correct. He'll give you the TM for Zap Cannon once you complete this quest, but in this game he gives you Charge Beam, and a bit of a spoiler, but we already got a Charge Beam TM. And he'll give you Charge Beam once again, so if you used it before and made an error, there you go. So once we go here, did she try to call, someone try to call me from there? I have no idea. Just got a word from the Cerulean. It appears that a shady character has been loitering around. Could I ask you for your cooperation? The shady character was hanging around the Cerulean gym. So why are the cops not doing this themselves? Alright, so now we have to go to Cerulean City and find the shady guy that's doing all this mess. Apparently, I don't know why they want us to do it, and you know, there are cops in this game. Why aren't they doing the jobs? I have no idea. But yeah, we're gonna go... Wait a minute. There's an item somewhere. There we go. There's an item. Acrobatics. There you go. Carbos. Boost the speed. Who needs it? Who needs it? No, I forgot you don't want any more. Who needs to outspeed? Mary. Nope. Nope, not you. Apparently not. Godzilla, nope. Octavio? No? Anybody? Solar? Alright, Sunnyside, I guess you get it then, girl. Sure, I guess you're getting all the vitamins today. Stay fresh. So we can't fly to the Pokemon Center Route 9, so yay. And now we're going to move on to Route 9 again. I'm going to go over the encounters once again, but I want to see how much time I have left to see if I have enough time to... It's only been like 23 minutes. I definitely have enough time to go over the new encounters. There are a couple new encounters I can go over. Let's go see what they are. So in this grass here, you can find some new Pokemon, obviously. There are swarms, but I'll go over them in a bit. The first new encounter I can go over is Primeape. Basically, if you didn't catch Mankey back in like Route 42, was it? I forgot. Then here's Primeape, this late in the game. Honestly, well, I don't know. It's lower level than Mankey you can find in like the other route, and quite frankly, I don't seem to recommend catching this Pokemon as it is now, because you've had Mankey for such a long time. If you're playing HeartGold, also it's exclusive to HeartGold. You've had access to Mankey for a long time, back in Route 42, and the fact that you can take this in the game for Primeape, well, yeah, you're better off just getting the Mankey. But as a Primeape, Cross Chop to level up is nice. It isn't a bad idea to get. Well, no. I just realized you can't obtain the bulk up TM, so no. U-turn is a good move for this thing, since if it doesn't do well, if it can't win a winnable fight, then you got U-turn, Cross Shot to level up, or otherwise Focus Punch. I think this thing can also win Poison Jab. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it can. Aerial Ace is not a bad option for this guy. Physical attacks is what's bestly gonna do, and it's not a bad user of them. It's just, and also Anger Point is a fun ability, and otherwise, yeah, it's just a solid average fight that's quite fast and workable. But it's just, you were better off just catching Mankey from Route 42, and the fact that you can take this in the game, well, yeah. If you didn't want Mankey, if you didn't want to level up Mankey, here's Primeape, but yeah. Nothing much else to say. Anger Point's a good fun ability. Good solid offensive type coverage as well with rock moves. Just alright. And the swarm encounters, well, we've got two because they're version exclusives. For HeartGold users, we've got Sableye. No weakness. Horrible stats. Like seriously, this thing's got horrible stats. No stat over, what, 75 or 70? I don't remember. I can't remember its stats on top of my head, but they're just really bad. It's got no weakness, and yeah, that's really it. Just not a very good Pokemon. Outclassed basically any ghost or dark type I've gone over. Both his abilities aren't very good. Seriously, why would you want Stall, like, ever? Prankster's a hidden ability in later gens, that's what it's mostly best for, but, well, yeah, that's his generation 4, not 5. Really, it's just a bad Pokemon. And without the Mega Evolution as well, why? Why bother getting it? I can't say much else, really. It's just such a bad Pokemon. I can't recommend it at all whatsoever. That's simple. Soul Silver gets Mawile. Intimidate's cool. Steel type's a cool type defensively, and I like my steel types. But Mawile is not one of them because it's poor stats like those, less good and stellar move pool, and weak stats compared to other steel types. Once again, I can't seem to recommend this Pokemon. It's like, I'd say it's even worse than Sableye, because at least Sableye's got no weakness. What does Mawile have going for it compared to other steel types? It's a shame it isn't a fairy type, because in Gen 6 this thing is like really good. Its Mega Evolution and fairy type alone would be good enough for our team, but really, I don't see a good reason to use it, honestly. It's outclassed by basically any steel type. So what a sad bio I gave both of those two, but what else can I say? You know, I'm going to take care of a couple trainers, why not? And there's more cut users I have to take care of. Have you ever been to a picnic? Had so much fun. I have when I was a child, but stopped doing that afterwards because all the bugs that are in parks. Edie, I definitely know a guy named Edie. A girl, I mean. Oh my goodness, I'm so dumb. Anyway, Skiploom, you're gonna die. Hasta la vista, cross poison, hooray. Dead. So basically, after what happened with the power plant, now we have to go to Cerulean City and find the shady guy who it is. You guys might be a bit shocked who it is because, well, we dealt with these guys a while ago, and we're gonna deal with one more person who decided to just say, I'm not giving up. That's kind of your hint. Most of you might should get it here. This is a level up. It is, hooray. Everybody's level 55 now. And now to figure out who I'm gonna use for the gym. Oh! Okay. So who to pick for the gym? Well, who's not gonna be helpful? I think Octavio won't be too hopeful. And neither will Godzilla Acrobatics. No, Solar won't either, like, I don't know. Who to fight? I think I'm gonna go down here. Well, I have to go down here. I want to get this item first. I'll tell you a secret, but first we battle. Sure, pal. It's probably gonna be something I don't care about. Clark A? Okay, that's a weird name. And Onyx. Sure. We're gonna surf and you're gonna faint here. Simple as that. Yeah, I don't have much else to talk about, honestly. I went over the new encounters. I've gone over, like, how many new encounters today? 8? Geez. Well, some of them are just evolutions, but, like, the Cinnasound Pokemon, or Hoenn as well. Electabuzz, and then the Swarms. Yeah. Some of these Pokemon have been quite weak, and others have been really good. Electabuzz is a Pokemon I wish I could give even more praise. Because in Platinum, you can obtain the Electabuzz quite good at the point of the game, but Electabuzz will be attainable to quite late, but at least you can get it before Elite 4. And then you have to train in order to get Electivire, which sucks because I love Electivire, even though it's like very bad and competitive nowadays because it's outclassed by basically majority electric types. I don't know what else to say other than that. So with that guy done, we're gonna take care of this trainer here. I might have enough to take care of all the trainers actually. I can't explore Rock Tunnel. I already did that, pal. We're going backwards because we're going to Cerulean City now. Camperdine. And Golduck. Well, you're not Psychic Test, I think he's Psychic. And how much will this do? Golduck might be a bit bulky. Wow. And then Headbutt won't be doing much. It's not Stab, and you're not exactly the best, not a very good physical attacker. This will not kill. I don't think this should kill actually. If Psychic did that much without Stab, then Signature should do that much as well. And a Sand Slash. Oh, dude, you're definitely dead. You're definitely dead. Like, you are dead. Sand Slash done. We still have a couple turns to go through. I might finish the rest of this route in the next episode. And then we're definitely making it to Cerulean City in the next episode.
Whoa, danger, eh? I should start catching up on my homework again. I start doing my statistics homework, doing my vocabulary, and then also, like, I'll do math problems after I'm done with the vocabulary because I have to, like, go to online websites in order to start figuring out, just to get lectures for that. Because I start class in, like, 24 days. And who knows, maybe I might still be doing my Let's Play while it's, you know. Who do I want to send out again? I'm actually going to swap to Solar now. Because Solar's not going to be helpful in the next gen, but it's got Solar Beam, though. Let's just take care of this next guy here. How much time do I have left? It's been 31 minutes. I'll take care of this next guy and then move on to the next episode. Mount Silver is in Johto, right? It must be Silver Mountain. Well, duh. It's also snowy there compared to the other in Gold, Silver, and Crystal where it wasn't. Yoin? What kind of name is that? And Earthquake will kill you, most likely. It should. I could have gone Solar Beam, but one turn charge? No. I wish Typhlosion had Drought. It does not, obviously. Even with hidden abilities, it wouldn't have it. I'm pretty sure I forget what this thing has a hidden ability. Stars do get hidden abilities. Pokemon that don't get it are like... There are quite a few Pokemon that don't get hidden abilities in next gen, but like... Some like Archeops, Slacking makes sense, but like... Others that just don't get any. And then Ampharos gets freaking Plus as a hidden ability. That's like an insult to injury. Not even, no Volt Absorb, no Lightning Rod, no. Just freaking Plus. I should stop talking now. We're just gonna Earthquake this guy's team. I think I'm gonna end it here because I need to get my cut user next. Gravel done. Yeah. I think that's it for this guy. Yeah. What kind of name is Yoin though? I was kind of focused on the mountain. Okay, sure. Well, can I go backwards or am I not allowed to? I can, good. I'm gonna end it here. This is Louis Cole 15. See you guys next time for Pokemon HeartGold. We'll get our cut user to get some items, and we'll also finish the rest of Route 9, and then we'll also make it to Cerulean City and maybe go over some new encounters as well. We still have quite a lot of Kanto to deal with. Later.